Hi, I'm Ryan Szymanski, curator for Battleship New Jersey Museum and Memorial. And today we're going to talk about the deadliest aspect of working on Battleship New Jersey. We've been doing a lot of research into the causes of death on board the ship, going through deck logs and things like that where we have these records. And there is a very clear pattern emerging on what kills Battleship New Jersey sailors. And since it's not necessarily counterintuitive, but probably not the first thing you'll think of, I thought it would be appropriate to make a video about it. Our records for the ship are incomplete. So it is, there are almost certainly more deaths associated with this ship than we're able to talk about in this video today. But as of today, there are 21 known deaths associated with the ship. 5 of those deaths are, somebody says that somebody died on board, but we don't have complete information. So they're listed in an unknown category. So that leaves us with 16 known deaths associated with the ship where we have enough information to speak conclusively about what happened. And worth talking about where some of these sources come from. First off, we use the deck logs where possible. Often the deck logs will say that so-and-so is deceased and will often say why that is. After the deck logs, we try to go to things like muster rolls for the ship, and often that will say when somebody's removed from the muster rolls. Again, we don't have those complete documents for the ship's entire career, particularly the 50s and the 80s, we're still short on those. Those documents do probably exist, we just haven't gotten down to the National Archives to find them yet. If you'd like to help us categorize logs like this, check out the link in the description below for more information. Next up, if you thought that dying in combat is most likely, you're wrong. This may not necessarily be the case with every battleship. Some battleships certainly sustained more casualties than New Jersey, but only 2 of our 16 known deaths that we have information about are in combat. 1, Seaman Robert Osterwind in 1951 is killed by North Korean shell fire. He's the only onboard combat fatality. Another one, Chief Electrician Michael Gorchinsky, is killed in the Beirut barracks bombing in 1983. So those 2 out of the 16 are the only known combat deaths associated with the ship. And it's unlikely that we will find any other combat deaths related. Other major causes of death on board that are not the main cause are pre-existing medical conditions. We have a sailor die of pneumonia, we have a sailor die of a heart attack, things like that. And another cause are accidents on board the ship. At least 3 sailors are killed in accidents, such as one who is killed when a 16-inch gun barrel elevates and crushes him under it, another one who electrocutes themselves while using an early power drill. That's one where I wish we had more information about what happened, but the deck log just says died while using power drill or something along those lines.
I was actually caught between the projectile hoist and some live round projectiles, and there was no way to get me out of that mechanism until a fellow that was my bunkmate, a big fella named Johnson out of Texas, came down physically and picked up a couple of the projectiles and moved them away so they could get me out of the predicament I was in. From there I was taken up to sick bay, and I was operated on for like a 9-hour stretch on board the ship out at sea by Dr. Denby and Dr. Quinn, who actually saved my life, and to them I am grateful.
Without a doubt, the deadliest thing you could do while serving on Battleship New Jersey is getting in a car while you're on liberty. We are aware so far of 6 sailors who die in car or motorcycle accidents while on liberty. Many of these take place in the 1950s before you're required to wear seatbelts. And all of these that happened in the 1950s take place after midnight. So one can speculate about sailors on liberty and how impaired they may or may not be while driving at that time. These accidents are single car accidents where vehicles run off the road. Or we do have one crew member who died in the 1980s in Los Angeles when his motorcycle was hit by a car, which was a hit and run. But the other accidents happened in the 50s. And most of these we know about from newspaper clippings, going to archives and searching through newspaper records based on Battleship New Jersey. And very frequently, what comes up is sailors die in car accident, or New Jersey sailors die in car accident, things like that. So by far and away, more than 1/3 of known deaths on board the ship where we've got information, and with twice as many deaths as any other cause, dying in a car accident on liberty is your most likely way to die serving on Battleship New Jersey. Even one of our commanding officers who was driving his son on a newspaper route was double parked and was rear-ended by a truck and ended up being medically discharged from the Navy following injuries sustained during this accident in a car accident. Unfortunately, he did not die, but it is more dangerous going on liberty than serving on the battleship. Please, please, please follow traffic rules, wear your seatbelts, don't drive while impaired. Was this the answer you were expecting? Let us know in the comment section down below what you thought I was going to say the most likely cause of death was. Battleship New Jersey receives operating support from the New Jersey Department of State, also from a number of other businesses and private individuals like yourselves. We really appreciate your support. There's a link in the description below if you'd like to donate to continue supporting the museum. You can also support us by liking, sharing, and subscribing so more people find out about the museum and our channel. Thanks for watching.